Much to a lot of people's surprise, Cover Corp came back to Bilibili after a long while. After being pretty much censored on the platform for entire years and after the harassment campaign that the company faced, you're probably wondering why they made such a decision. But first, let's recap a few things that happened over the years. Hololive suffered a hate campaign from Chinese antis after the Taiwan drama. Not just harassment from antis, but also a nationwide blocking and boycott over Coco reading the word Taiwan from Google Analytics without having any political intent, or even saying that she supported the independence of Taiwan or something. And as a lot of people might remember, a big part of the reason why Cover Corp is as big as it is basically because of the Chinese audience. Before the EN fanbase, the Chinese fanbase were the second biggest market. Hell, there was even a time where Hololive had more Chinese fans than Japanese fans. Some members were reaching millions and hundreds of thousands of subscribers in their Bilibili accounts before they even reached the same number over on their YouTube channel. And when the drama happened, the managers of the accounts felt betrayed, especially considering that they worked hard for this agency. So, they boycotted them and stopped. Cover didn't have access to their accounts anymore, and I just don't mean the official Hololive account, but even the sub-accounts of the official talents. I made an entire 1-hour video about the whole thing, but I was actually unable to include a lot of things that happened over the last few years, and one of the things that I forgot to mention was that Shirakami Fubuki, after Coco graduated, was actually bombarded by antis. She kept being harassed, in fact. Spammed to hell and back, sent death threats, collab banned, the whole 10 yards. Other things included Hololive members' names being censored in any anime cameos or side character voice acting, being censored on multiple big VTuber streams over in Bilibili, and most notoriously, Tokinosora's appearance on Kizuna Ai's last live being blacked. And sometimes, any streams with a Hololive member's appearance even gets taken down. Suffice to say, Bilibili hates Cover Corp, or at least does not want to associate or has unpersoned Cover Corp from any official content on their platform. It's not just a portion of the former fanbase, but the entire platform itself. And Bilibili is not the only Chinese company that did this. As a reminder, other Chinese companies such as the devs of Muse Dash has actually publicly blacklisted Hololive and their members. Even the Chinese branch of ASUS actually harassed the Japanese branch into dropping their sponsorship collab with Botan and other Hololive members. Now, it's important to note that it seems that Bilibili's blacklist seems to be only in official content or content from other VTubers, because as I've also pointed out in my 1-hour Coco video, Hololive isn't actually dead in China. There are still massive amounts of Chinese fans that genuinely don't care about the drama or understand that Coco and Hololive weren't getting political. Hololive's Chinese audience are still there. They never left. Looking up any Hololive fan clips on the platform, especially of Gura or any EN member, will actually show that the agency still has clout there. They still bring in a massive amount of views. Still, the platform and the people managing the accounts absolutely hate them. Which is why it was a surprise that literally on the 20-something of August, the official Hololive channel started uploading again. But knowing what I told you earlier, you can probably piece together the puzzle. That yes, Hololive does not actually manage this account. This is Bilibili, or at least the people who used to manage it, uploading Hololive's official YouTube channel content. What that means in essence is that they are literally stealing Cover Corp's content and most likely without their explicit permission. And I don't have the legal qualifications to tell you about how Cover Corp would be able to handle this legally. And interestingly enough, in my 1-hour Coco video, I mentioned that there was one video over in Bilibili that gained a lot of traction. This video was made by a Chinese auntie, and it contained tons upon tons of misleading, miscontextualized disinformation. This was the video that lit a lot of sparks among the Chinese fanbase, and interestingly, Bilibili removed that video. They've even also prevented other people from uploading it. Why they're doing this, I don't fucking know. It could be because they want to welcome Hololive back and this is some kind of sign, or they're leeching off of Hololive and want to monetize off of their work. Who knows, honestly. As of right now, the account there is still uploading Hololive's content. And here's some of my thoughts. I have a little idea about how to test this welcome back move, if it really is one. Have any big VTuber officially upload content that contains any Hololive members for a significant amount of time. And do those multiple times. If it doesn't get taken down or censored, then we can move on to even bigger forms of testing and experimentation. But then again, literally 2 days after Hololive re-uploaded on Bilibili, Kagura Meia's official Bilibili account did not feature the Hololive members that were present on her birthday live, which means it got altered again to not include them. But there were clips where they did get featured, like Aqua. It was still re-uploaded on the site with no problem. So it's weird. I guess it's okay if it's not the official channels that do it. The whole thing is kinda weird and inconsistent, to be honest, so if you're a hardcore fan that's familiar with the platform's apparent rules, your input would be valuable in the discussion. But aside from that, there's another discussion to be had here, which is if Cover Corp coming back to Bilibili would be a good decision. On one hand, that would be a good thing business-wise because it would mean more resources and tapping an old market Cover Corp previously dominated. Hololive invests a lot in their talents and ventures, so super chat whales and financial supporters actually see where their money is going, and more resources means more grander and ambitious projects. And aside from that, it would be a way to reconcile and reunite the fan bases if handled in the most professional, careful, and appropriate way. Water under the bridge, basically. Especially considering that, again, most Chinese Hololive fans actually do want them to come back. It's been 3 long years. Is that not enough time to do some healing? I mean, there's also the fact that a shareholder questioned why Hololive wasn't expanding to China, and that would probably be a potential reason. But on the other hand, literally 2 years worth of harassment and a severe hit to the talent's health, my guy. Cover Corp lost not just the Chinese fanbase, but a shit ton of professional respect at the time, the entire Hololive China branch being nuked, and access to Chinese media. Like the fact that Hololive members are unable to play Chinese published games like Hoyo vs. Stuff, among other things. The question is, should the platform do something to make up for all the things that happened, if they actually want Hololive to come back? Or does the platform not deserve Hololive at all after the horrible shit that they did? Ultimately, that's up to you. I'm not gonna tell you how to think, but me personally, as a person that once advocated for peaceful reconciliation back in the Coco War, I'm a bit torn. Because the fact of the matter is, Hololive suffered more than the audience they cultivated, 100%, especially since it was out of misinformation. The agency did not deserve what happened to them, so what happened was basically an injustice. There's also the fact that K-Stan/Coco is also one of my Oshis, and I cannot forgive something that easily. But at the same time, I kinda feel bad for the Chinese audience who just wants to enjoy cute anime girls, especially since I've had a good experience and heartbreaking conversations with them during the Coco drama. The actual audience, not the aunties or the former fans turned haters. Anyway, just wanted to talk about this a lot sooner because it did happen a lot sooner, but uni stuff got me fucked up. I mentioned this in my last stream, but I'll just say it here again. Upload rate for the channel is going to be slower in the next few months because of college stuff, and I'm struggling to decide what responsibilities I should be prioritizing. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya.